Hello, friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel, Legend Sports Universe, where legends play forever. Year 5 of the Franchise Stars Baseball League makes its first visit to Pittsburgh in this new season and beautiful Forbes Field, where the Cincinnati Reds take on the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Central is jam-packed as it has tended to be in the history of the FSBL. Everybody's trapped within 3 games of each other. Babe Adams will take the start for the first place Pirates. Adams 2-1 at 2.36 earned run average on the season. He will face a Red squad that has pitched well but has had a very difficult time scoring here in the opening month of the season. And that struggle has started with this man. Pete Rose batting only .202, lifetime 300 hitter here in the FSBL. But this first month has not been kind to Charlie Hustle. Adams delivers with a first pitch curveball, and we are underway. There you see the Pirates 14-13. But that's enough to have them on top of the division here in the early going out of the gate. Adams fields, curveball in for a called strike. It's 0-2. Adams delivers again. That curveball misses down. 1-2 the count as Adams works for Rose. Sets. Here's the pitch from Adams. Fastball misses up and in. Count goes to 2-2. Curveball in it. Rose lines one into the hole between short and third for a base hit. That's a very Pete Rose type single. Smacks that one the other way, and the Reds have a leadoff base runner. So here's Herman Long batting an even 300 here out of the gate. And this is April 25th of year 5, about a month into the season. Long, the rookie. Gotten a good deal of playing time here so far this season. Curveball misses down low. Certainly hasn't taken the job from Dave Concepcion. But Concepcion is now sharing a little bit of time. This Long has swung a good bat so far. Adams from the set delivers. Curveball on that outside corner, and the count goes to 2-2. Adams sets again. Curveball misses down and in, and the count goes full. Adams bounced that one in the dirt. Three-two pitch from Adams. Curveball. Oh, he rings him up. Oh, that looked low. Certainly Herman Long thought so, but Adams gets the call on the black. That looked low and outside, but he gets the call, and Long goes down one away. Here's the rookie, Tony Perez. Perez has started off his FSBL career very strong, batting .287, 5 homers on the year. 12 runs batted in. Perez largely playing first base. He can play third as well. Ball there, swung on and missed. 1-1 pitch. Curveball, that one misses the mark. Zone has felt a little bit erratic here in the early going. 2-1 offering coming from Babe Adams. Pitch gets him out in front of the curveball. Adams throws a variety of curveballs, changes the speed, he changes the arm slot. 2-2 offering. And Perez swings and misses. So Adams gives off the leadoff single to Rose, but then picks up back-to-back strikeouts. Perez swings over the top of that one. So that'll bring up George Foster. Foster batting .248. Got to get Darryl Porter wearing the old Cactus mask, but Porter came over in the trade with the Royals. Porter should be wearing the older school Cactus mask. First hit from Adams, fastball is in there for a called strike. Curveball is in. So Adams ahead of Foster 0-2. Rose on first. Adams deals. Ball down and away, down in the dirt. Wayne March joins us. How are you, my friend? Hope all is well with you, sir. Go to check out Wayne's terrific channel for all the APBA baseball you could possibly want. And a breaking ball up high. Foster goes fishing. That one was out of the zone, so Adams gives off the leadoff single to Rose and then strikes out the side. We'll head to the bottom of the first here at Forbes. Reds nothing. Pirates coming up. On the hill for Cincinnati, Mario Soto. Soto 1-2, a 2.45 ERA. He has pitched out of trouble so far this season. You'll see that whip at 1.5. That is not sustainable. You also don't expect Soto to stay in that range. Ginger Beaumont will lead off for the Pirates. Beaumont 272, 2 homers, 5 RBI. Soto rocks fires. Fastball misses inside. Changeup misses down and away. Two-0 pitch shatters Beaumont's bat. Ball dribbles foul. He'll have to go get a new piece of lumber. Get back in the box. 2-1 offering. Ooh. So that low strike is apparently there. Adams got the low strike in the top half. Soto gets it there. But Beaumont recovers, lines one into center for a leadoff single. So both teams get the leadoff man on in the first. Reds couldn't do anything with it. We'll see if the Pirates have better luck. Here's Fred Clark. Clark batting .299. Fastball at the knees for strike one. 3 homers, 11 RBI so far. Soto's fastball is in for a call strike. Soto ahead of Clark, 0-2. Fastball, they say he went, and down he goes. So Clark gets punched out, first strikeout for Soto. And there's one away, and here is Roberto Clemente. Clemente in his sophomore campaign off to a sensational start, batting .357. Makes the first pitch strike. 5 homers, 17 RBIs. That average 7th in the National League. You're a little less than a month into the season. Good change up there. So the head of Clemente 0-2. Fastball up and in, swung on and missed. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Soto sets Clemente aside, and there's 2 away.
The first baseman, number 8.
So Adams gave up the leadoff single to Rose and then struck out the side in the top half. Soto trying to repeat the feat here in the bottom half. To do it, he'll have to get past Louis Stargell. Stargell batting .271. Fastball from Soto is a called strike. Playing notes, looks like Wally playing well for KC up there. Yeah, Berger has been terrific since going there. And it's funny because the Royals have pitched well since the start of the FSBL. They got a very good pitcher's draw. They got Saberhagen right from the start. They've got Dennis Leonard. They've got Larry Gora. Kevin Apier has been very, very good for them. As Stargell lines that one in the center for a base hit. Beaumont will hold at second, but there's 2 men on now for the Pirates. But the Royals' problem has been they have not been able to score at all. They've been last in the American League in runs. I think 3 of the 4 years. But they made the trade a couple of years ago to get Dwight Evans. So they brought him in. They drafted Willie Wilson, who really hasn't been great yet, but he's Willie Wilson, so he gives his speed and contribute. They brought Berger in. And I'm trying to remember who the other outfielder is. But they've built a nice outfield there now in Kansas City. And they've got the makings of a decent offense. Fly ball here to center. Put away by Amos Otis. And the side is retired. So we're through 1. Reds nothing, Pirates nothing. Pirates strand 2 as we head to the second. Beatles eternally joins us. How are you, buddy? Good to see you, pal. Hope all is well with you. Beatles had a screen before. Getting ready to start his McGreevy League, which should be a fun follow. Old school baseball. Here's Frank McCormick. McCormick batting .365. McCormick off to a terrific start for the Reds here in year 5. Curve ball from Adams down in the dirt. Ground ball up the middle. Ranging to the left. Oh, geez, why am I blanking on who's playing short for the Pirates? Is it right?
The right fielder.
Go with right?
Number
Maybe
2.
Playing short for them now. Still trying to remember the guys who kind of are in the lineup but haven't been in lineups for previous years, rookies and whatnot. Still getting caught up. It's only April. I'm not in midseason form yet. Here's Ival Goodman batting .270. Curveball. Goodman chops it down to first. Stargell picked it. Adams recovered. And there's 2 away here in the top of the second. It's also really driving me nuts that I can't remember who the third Royals outfielder is. Nope, still no Wagner or Vaughn. Again, the Pirates, you've got a few teams that are like that, where you just kind of, it feels like there's just going to be one draft where one of these teams is going to get like 3 or 4 of its studs who haven't come yet. You've got a couple of teams that could really happen for. 2 of them going at it right here, and the Cubs. You got 3 teams in the Central who really are lacking their big bats. Braves are as well, and of course the one that's looming out there. This one is skied to right. Clemente lays out, can't come up with it. That ball was slicing away from Roberto. Looked like he had closed on it, but it just kept on slicing away from Clemente, who had him shaded to pull. And it's going to be a triple for Amos Otis. See, Clemente was shaded, and that ball just kept slicing away. Clemente lays out for it. Terrific effort, but he can't come up with it. So now Ray Mueller will come in for the Reds to try to bring Otis home from third. First pitch curveball gets the call at the knee. Mueller has not played much early in the season. That 171 average won't help him get more playing time. Ground ball up the middle. Right ranges to his left, throws the first, and the side is retired. So Adams works around the Otis triple. Reds come up empty again. We head to the bottom of the second. Reds and Pirates scoreless here at Forbes. But the one that's looming out there, of course, is the Yankees, who have already been formidable, even though they haven't won yet. But the Yankees don't have the Maggio, Mantle, or Ruth yet, which could potentially flip the script in the American League if anyone, let alone multiple of those guys, come into the FSBL. Here's Bob Elliott batting .275. Fastball swung on and missed. 0-2. Soto deals. Foul ball. Oh, 2 pitch. Just inside. Soto goes to that changeup. And down he goes. Soto picks up the strikeout. Again, using this broadcast like template, which I like better than the main MLB The Show one. This one doesn't give you like the update of how many strikeouts the pitcher has. It's kind of silly to me. Pop up there. I apologize. I thought that Perez was playing first today. Perez is playing third. McCormick is playing first. Rose is in the out. I misspoke. Here's Darrell Porter. Porter, 256, a homer, 7 RBIs. Porter came over from the Royals. Fouled this one off. 0-1 pitch. It's up high. 1-1 offering. Changed up, swung on and missed. The spectacle of Darrell Porter. Soto looks in and deals. High fastball. Porter takes it. 2-2. Soto wants to have a chat about it. Doesn't seem to have bought the umpire's explanation. But regardless, the count is at 2-2. Offering from Soto. Tries to hold up. Porter can't. Down he goes. Another strikeout for Soto. And the side is retired. We're scoreless as the sun sets here at Forbes Field. 2-2, Reds and Pirates. Here's Bid McPhee to lead things off for Cincinnati. 233, 2 homers, 3 RBI. For the diminutive second base. Curveball misses down low. That curveball doesn't hit. And there for a called strike. It's 1-1. Curveball misses down and in. 2-1. I see Waddell was also a 5-0 start. Yeah, the group trying to reclaim some of that first year magic. He was very good last year too. He had a down year in year 3. I mean, down by his standard. Yeah, the A's are firing out of the gate though. As are the Giants. The Giants, for the first time in the 4 years, after 3 straight National League pennants, were bounced in the playoffs last year. The Giants have played like a team that is pissed off about that to open up year 5. Best record in baseball. One away, here's Rose. Rose singled his first time up as he tries to get his bat going after an ice-cold opening month. Curveball misses away. See, the Mariners are playing really well. The Mariners 17 and 11. Out of the gate. They're only a game behind the A's. But the Mariners don't have the pitching. I mean, that's not the lineup either, but particularly they don't have the pitching to hang with both. Rose puts a charge into this one out on right. Clemente is going back, still going back. Makes the grab, a long run for Roberto, but he reels that one in for the second out.
Now batting, the shortstop.
We are about to Herman Long steps in for the Reds. I guess it's probably 12 FSBL streams away from the year 5 rookie draft. We're like 40 days away on the schedule from that. Always a fun one. See who will be entering the league next year in the FSBL. Adams deals 1-1 pitch, long foul. And it's 1-2. Holly the Bernedoodle comes into the booth to join me. What's up, puppy? Yeah, my good girl. Fastball there, misses up high. It's 2-2. Curveball there, bends around the plate. The count goes full. Tony Perez, the rookie, waits on deck. Curveball at the knees, and these guys have to acclimate to the fact that low strike has been there all game so far. Both pitchers. Soto gets strikeouts. Babe Adams, not a big strikeout pitcher, but he's racked out a few here. I think he's got 5 through the first 3. That low strike has been a big part of it. So here's Glenn Wright the rookie, batting .235 for the Pirates. It's David Duncan checks us. How are you there, David? Good to see you, buddy. Hope you are doing well. Thanks for swinging on by for a little late night baseball here in the FSBL. We'll have more boxing and football coverage during this week. Also working on a couple of explainer videos that I just have to make the time to put together. Stuff that I've been doing to help me with these things with my project as far as utilizing ChatGPT/Google Gemini in working out logics, like the trade logic for the Franchise Stars Football League trade deadline, and things like that, and how I'm implementing that, and how to kind of coax the AI to be a really good sidekick for you in projects like this. I found it really useful. I was so happy with how the football trade deadline came out. And I've set up draft logic in that as well. Stuff like that. As Soto throws a change up there that Wright is out in front of. And both pitchers are missing a lot of bats in the early going here. As that sun goes down at Forbes, that certainly isn't helping the hitters either, the shadows and whatnot. But there is a low strike zone. Is certainly helping them as well. Order turns over for the Pirates. Here's Ginger Beaumont. Beaumont singled his first time off. David asks, how do you get the old players and stuff? I created them. Well, let me hedge that a little bit. So when I first did the project, when I first started the project, this is MLB The Show 22. There are a few people who had done rosters of different, like, years or decades or stuff like that. And I copied guys out of those because it saved me the time making faces. I'm an adequate face maker, but there are guys who are better at it than I am. And honestly, it just saves me a lot of time. I've developed ratings formulas. I've done that stuff, I mean, really since I was a kid. But like for public consumption and stuff, I've done that stuff for 25 plus years. So my systems for ratings development and roster development, I've got honed pretty well. So every player in this league is rated by me. But I copied those guys, imported them into this, put all the ratings on everybody, made anybody who I needed to make. And then since then, every rookie draft in franchise mode, I overwrite the fake rookies who it drafts with the guys who enter the league. So yeah, it's a lot of, that's why off seasons can take a little while sometimes, as time allows for me to make the faces and do all that kind of stuff. The ratings development doesn't take, at this point, doesn't take me as much time. It's really just kind of data entry. I've got my formulas plugged in. I plug the data in my Excel spreadsheet, which I have shown here on the channel and discussed before. Yeah, so it's in the context of the gaming hobby, it's laborious. It's certainly not hard labor, but within the context of what we do, it's laborious but really rewarding when the project works out as well as this project has. Top of the fourth, Adams working to Perez. Struck out his first time. Perez lays off that down and in curveball, which is the pitch that got him his first time up. Swing and miss there. Adams again just spinning off curveball after curveball. Different varieties, different arm slots. Perez smacks that one to second. It's picked by Walker. Throws to first, and there's one away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, George Foster.
So here's Foster. He struck out his first time up. Adams, fastball misses up and away. Curveball misses down. So 2-0 here. Adams behind Foster. Doesn't want to get into a situation to groove one to Big George. Another curveball. Foster swings and misses. Rookie Nolan Arenado tearing it up with the Rockies. He has come flying out of the game. Speaking of flying, Foster hits this one flying deep to left. Going back, Clark on the track, makes the play, reels it in. Nicely done. Oh, that's the other outfielder for the Royals. Sorry, I was thinking about that. I'm thinking of the Pirates outfielders. The Porter is here. And that was... Porter came over here and traded that sent Jake Stenzel to the Royals. So now that Royals outfield has Berger, Stenzel, and Dwight Evans, which is certainly a much more formidable outfield than what the Royals outfield started this project as. Frank McCormick puts it into center for the 2-out single. Here's Ival Goodman. Fred Clark, yes. Very good outfielder. Made one of my most memorable plays in this project. Back in year one. Actually, year one and year two. Pirates played the Expos in, this was a wild card game, probably year two. That was the game where Scherzer had shut Scherzer and I forget if it was Adams or Ed Morris had a great pitcher's duel. Andre Dawson homered in the 7th to break the tie. It was 1-0. Scherzer was tired, started the 9th. Stargell hit a leadoff home run in the 9th. Put it out of the park, tied it. Ended up going into extra innings. Soriano hit a deep fly ball that should have been a home run, and Clark robbed it of the homer. I was like, oh, the Pirates have to win this game. And then the Expos ended up winning it in 13 innings on a Spike Owen RBI single. So here's Soto working to Clemente. Roberto struck out his first time. 1-1 to count. I love that memories like that can stick out in this project. That's like the sign to myself that I've done good here. I can remember like big moments and big games and stuff like that. Soto gasses Clemente. Soto is looking really sharp here. Picked off Clemente for the second time, working him in. Clemente, again, terrific so far this season. Entered the game batting .357. Took him a little while to get going last year in his rookie campaign. He ended up with a solid season, but he has blown out of the gate for the Bucks here in year 5. Here's Stargell. He singled his first time up, 9 homers, 18 RBIs for Willie, batting .278. Fastball there is a ball and strike. Stargell has been striking out a lot, second in the league in Ks. Holds up off the Soto changeup down in the dirt. Soto deals. Fastball misses up high. It's there. Oh my goodness. Change up Willie way out in front of that. The count goes full. 3-1 change up. Gutsy pitch from Soto. And he throws another one that locks Stargell up. So Stargell strikes out. Soto is just dealing here for the Reds. Unfortunately for him, Babe Adams has been terrific for the Bucks. 2 down. Here's Van Slyke. He's 0 for 1. Fastball off the outside corner. Certainly shaping up to be a very good pitcher's duel here. Soto deals. Van Slyke pops it, shallow left, going out on it. Logan gets there, puts it away. And the side is retired. So we are through 4 here at Forbes. Reds nothing, Pirates nothing. We head to the 5th. Otis, Muller, and McPhee, coming up for the Reds. I want to check the box scores just on the strikeout thing. Yeah, Soto has struck out 7 through 4. And Adams has struck out 4.
Leading off for Cincinnati, the center fielder.
Starting the 5th, here's Amos Otis. Otis hit a slicing 2-out double his first time. Past a diving Clemente. They got stranded on third. Ball to strike. 58 pitches to this point for Babe Adams. He has been very good, and he's been economical. Ball down and away. Of course, I talked earlier on about how well the Royals have hit since the FSBL. About Rube Waddell, as Beatles noted earlier on, being 5-0 for the A's. Brett Sabergate is 0-5 for the Royals. Fastball from Adams. Misses up high. Three-two offer. Misses down low for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here in the 5th. That'll bring up Ray Miller. He's 0 for 1, grounded out his first time up. Ball is in for a call strike. Oh, and 1 to count. Ooh, that one's called high. 1-1. The Reds, one of the teams who have yet to make franchise stars baseball league postseason. A heck of a lot of, if you think about it, there's actually been a good deal of parity so far in the FSBL as far as teams who've made the playoffs, except for the American League West. A's have run away with it every year. Although the Angels did make the wild card. They did make the postseason in year 1 as a wild card. And then they upset the Yankees before getting thumped in the division series. Curveball there is fouled off. Tigers, Twins, and Indians have all made it in the Central. Yankees, Red Sox, A's, Angels. The American League has not been as much so as the National League. But everybody in the East has made the postseason except for the Marlins. Line shot down to third, one hopper, and Elliott turns a very nifty 5-4-3 there. At first I thought he caught that on the line, but it was a short hop. Elliott picked it clean. And a 5-4-3 double play. Pitcher's best friend, 2 away. Here's Bid McPhee. In the Central, the Cubs, Cardinals, Pirates have all made the postseason. And the Dodgers and Giants in the West. 1-0 pitch from Adams. And for a called strike. Ooh. Man, that low curveball. Adams is going to keep on getting that call. It's going to be really difficult for the Reds to do anything. Fastball there, misses high. Easy to miss up high. Bid McPhee. 5-2. Breaking ball, chopped to third. Elliott charges, picked, throws, and the side is retired. 5 scoreless for Babe Adams. We've reached the midpoint here at Forbes Field. Reds nothing, Pirates nothing. Terrific pitcher duel, Adams and Soto, as we head to the bottom of the 5th. So here's Elliott. He's 0 for 1.
For the Pirates, the third baseman, Bob
Struck out
Elliott.
his first time up. Fastball at the knee. Changeup misses just outside. The changeup has been a good pitch for Soto in this game so far. 1-1 offering. Elliott skies it to center. Otis barely has to move. Puts it away for the first out.
The batter, number 19, second baseman, Neil.
So here's Neil Walker. Walker is 0 for 1. Walker batting .288 so far. Change up, in for a call strike. Pitch, foul up. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball just down and in. Fastball there goes away. Down he goes. 8 strikeouts for Soto. There's 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Daryl Porter.
Ron Guidry has 6 wins for the Yankees. Here's Porter. He's 0 for 1. Fastball, look high. Soto gets the ball. Oh, when that ball is smoked out to right. But right at Goodman, who puts it away. And the side is retired. So we're through 5 here at Forbes. Pitcher's duel. We love those. Soto and Adams. We head to the 6th scoreless. Here's Rose. He's 1 for 2. He's singled his first time.
The left fielder, Pete Rose.
Rose trying to shake off early season struggles. Pulled this one hard. Oh, 1 pitch. First ball misses away. Rose smacks it on the ground at first. Sargent comes off the bag. Flips to Adams, and Rose is retired for the first out.
The shortstop.
Chuck Klein, that injury-shortened season last year. Klein batting .409 out of the gate for the Phillies to lead the National League. Here's Herman Long. He's 0 for 2. First ball is in for a called strike. Oh, 1 pitch. Breaks ball, misses away. Adams delivers. Fouled it off his foot. Economical so far from Babe Adams. He is at 80 pitches. Ball there is foul. 1-2. Tony Perez waits on deck for Cincinnati. Curveball in there, called strike 3. Adams gets him, and that's the second time that Long has gone down on a breaking ball that he thought was low. That one looked like it was at the knees, though. The first one in the first inning I did think was low. That one, that's a great pitch from Adams. 2 away. Here's Perez. Ball in for a call strike. That one's down in the dirt. One offer. Oh my goodness. Perez pulled badly there, tried to hold the swing, and just kind of ended up with a half-hearted turn, basically. It's 1-2. Breaking ball there, tries to stay with it, chopped out to short. Right, has it, throws it low, but Sargent picks it, and the side is retired. So Adams has thrown 6 scoreless. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Right, Beaumont and Clark coming up for the Pirates. Glenn Wright struck out his first time up.
Leading up for the Pirates, the shortstop, Glenn Wright.
Change up, misses outside. Fastball on the inside corner. 1-1 the count. Up, this is down low. Beatles notes superb duel here. Definitely. I mean, there hasn't even been a ton of hard contact, really. The Otis double. And that was pretty much it as far as balls that were hit hard. There's one driven into the gap, and Clemente tracked down in the gap, but I guess Clark got taken close to the wall. But I mean, even that one didn't feel like it was hit overly hard. That was awesome. 3-2 pitch, right, guys. This one to left. That's got some carry. Rose is going back. He's under it. Puts it away for the first out. Bill Lang of the Cubs. 28-game hitting streak entering the day, making a run at sliding Billy Hamilton's FSBL record 31-game hitting streak. One away. Here's Beaumont. He's 1 for 2. Ball there, swung on and missed. One pitch. That one is pulled hard, but down. Beaumont, the beneficiary of the trade that sent Jake Stenzel back. 1-2, breaking ball down low. Beaumont swings and misses. Throw down first, completes the strikeout. So Soto just continues to carve through this Pirates lineup. Here's Clark. He's 0 for 2. That ball just is up high. Ball there, misses up high as well. 2-0. Rounder down to first. McCormick has it, takes it to the bag himself, and the side is retired. So Soto and Adams matching zeros. This is a fun one. 5 hits combined through 6. We're scoreless as we head to the 7th. Foster, McCormick, and Goodman 2 up for the Reds. Foster is 0 for 2. He has struck out and thrown out. Dave Adams at 86 pitches starts the top of the 7th. Ball misses down low. No pitch. This is outside. 2-0 the count. Pitch. Foster fouls it off. Foster ground ball. In the hole, there's a base hit. So they had a shift on against Foster, but that one goes through anyway. Foster puts it down and hard. He's on with a leadoff single here in the top of the 7th. So that'll bring up Frank McCormick. McCormick 1 for 2. Foster does not figure to be going anywhere. Fastball at the knee for strike 1. I just want to make sure that the Pirates at least have somebody warm. They do not have anybody warm. All right, we're going to change that. Just in case things start to go south quickly. Eckersley, who was terrible after that trade last year from the A's, is a big disappointment. He has been great so far this year. Let him throw, and Terry Forster. Forster came over from the White Sox. Forgot how much turnover the Pirates did this last offseason. Foster, the lefty, he came over in the trade that sent Jake Beckley to the White Sox. So Eckersley and Foster will start throwing in the Pirates bullpen, just in case Adams has some struggle. The expectation here is that ultimately Eckersley will take over the closer's role here in Pittsburgh. But again, he struggled after the trade last year. Oakland sent him. Eckersley was a rookie at that point. He's not anywhere near his potential final form, basically. Ground ball through the right side. Foster does not run well. He will hold at second, but the Reds have the first two men on here in the top of the 7th inning. Frank McCormick, who's had a great start to the year, hit. Wow, did they have a hit and run on there with Foster at first? Because that was a huge hole at second. Man, you missed that. Foster's thrown out by 30 feet. Here's Ival Goodman. He's 0 for 2. Curveball from Adams in for a called strike. Goodman has grounded out twice. Adams would love a ground ball here. Foul off, and it's 0-2. Adams delivers. Ties him up. He swings it. Oh, it hit him. It hit him on the back foot. Oh boy. All right, so now we're gonna ponder this a minute. I mean, Adams has been great, but he's allowed 3 here. What is that bullpen looking like? They're not ready yet. It's early season. I'm going to give Adams a batter here. So let's give him an opportunity to try to get himself through this. It's not like that's hard contact here. He's losing a bit of his command. But he's earned it. Fields wants him hooked. We're going to give him a batter here. We'll see. Blame me if it blows up on him. Certainly starting to show some command issues here in this 7th inning. Adams has been great. Here's pitch 98. Curveball misses down low. It's 1-1. Otis wouldn't be an easy guy to double up. Ideally, Adams would pick up a strikeout and go after Trey Mueller or possibly a pinch hitter up next. Try to deal with it from there. Crowd here at Forbes Field trying to exhort Babe Adams through this 7th inning. Otis, line drive, snared by Starr till everybody gets back. Nice play by Stargell to take a hit away from Otis. All right, he got 100 pitches, and now there was hard contact too. Even though he got the out, I think we're going to get Adams out of this game, but I want to see how the Reds are going to play this. Reds bench isn't great, really. Whoa, wait a minute. The Reds don't have another catcher on their roster right now? How the hell did that happen? All right, so Mueller's going to hit for himself. I got to take care of that after this game. I don't know how that happened. I went through all the rosters, made sure everybody had 2 catchers. So I got to double check that after the roster. But after this game is over, rather. But that doesn't affect us now. All right, so Mueller's going to hit, and then McPhee. Concepcion hasn't really played too much. Johnny Temple. Long can't play anywhere else. All right. Well, for now, Mueller's going to hit. We'll see what happens afterwards. For the Pirates, round visit, finish it off, and then get Eckersley in. So Babe Adams, with a very, very strong start, will now hand things over with the still scoreless game, but the bases loaded here in the 7th inning, and hope that Dennis Eckersley can keep it that way to get off through the rest of the top of the 7th. Eckersley 2-1, a 1.65 ERA in 11 appearances so far this year. That's more like the Eckersley the Pirates thought they were getting from the A's last year. A little while to acclimate, but now Eckersley has been throwing very well. He's got the slow-footed Miller at the plate. 0-2 pitch. Oh, they go for the squeeze, and it's a beauty. Mueller puts the bunt down. He may beat it. Nope, he's out at first, but the squeeze play works. Mueller puts the bunt down, the run comes home, and the Reds eke out a run. If that play is fieldable, wow, you're doing the squeeze with George Foster on third. I mean, if that play is fielded, Foster's dead to rights at the plate. That took perfect execution. But Mueller gets the bunt down, and the Reds take a 1-0 lead. Here's Bid McPhee. He is 0 for 2. Now that they have a lead, they'll leave McPhee in there. Solid defense. Good slider there. 0-2 the count. Cojones play. Yeah, no joke. That is a... If it doesn't work, look like an idiot. McPhee pops it up. Shallow right field. Walker goes out on it. Surprised Clemente didn't call him off. But it ends up in the glove, and that's all the Pirates care about. So that could have been worse for the Pirates, but the Reds scratch out the first run of the ball game. 7th inning stretch time here at Forbes. Reds 1, Pirates 0. So heart of the order here for the Pirates against Soto, who has been dazzling for the Reds. He has chewed up Clemente twice to this point. Fastball misses up high. Norm Charlton, the lefty, Raisel Iglesias, the righty, for the Reds, who have a dominant bullpen. Ball at the knees, a ball strike. Charlton and Iglesias, they've got Myers and Dibble. Roldis, Chapman, they've got all those guys in this Reds bullpen. There is a lot of heat coming out of that Cincinnati pen. Soto wants to finish this himself. 1-2 pitch to Clemente. Change up off the plate. It's 2-2. Pitch, fastball misses inside. Now the count is full. Willie Stargell waits on deck. The sun has all but set here in Pittsburgh. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Soto fans Clemente for a third time today. You're not going to see that too much. But Soto has been brilliant. That, I believe, is strikeout number 10 for Soto. Terrific work by Mario Soto here in this one. Here's Willie Stargell. Stargell is 1 for 2. And Stargell unloads. Deep drive to right center. It's a long way out here at Forbes, but that may have a chance. It's out of here. Home run Willie Stargell, and we're tied at Forbes Field. 10th home run of the year for Stargell, who takes Soto deep and knocks this ball game at 1 here in the bottom of the 7th. You knew that was hit well off the bat, but it is a generous poke to get one out of here at Forbes. 421 there for Stargell, and it didn't clear the wall by much. So now we're tied at 1. Here's Van Slyke. He's 0 for 2. Soto's been great, so I don't think the home run by itself means you have to pull it, but especially knowing that the bullpen is up and thrown. 0-1 pitch. And Slight pops it up. Perez underneath it puts it away for the second out.
Third baseman, number 3, Bob Elliott.
So that'll bring up Bob Elliott. Elliott is 0 for 2. Soto visibly angered after surrendering the Stars a home run. Trying to regain his focus here and get through this 7th. The first pitch changed up for a called strike to Elliott. One reaches down low. Despite racking up the strikeouts, Soto is only at 86 pitches. He really just, he has been terrific. He's had command of everything. Fine outing from Mario Soto. Louis Stars a home run has him currently sitting here with a no decision. 2-1 fastball with a called strike. So rocks and fires. And he paints the black again. Down goes Elliott and down go the Pirates. But the uniform glitch pops up. Stargell homers for the Pirates, not the Reds, and ties this ball game. We head to the 8th, knotted up at 1. Eckersley will stay in for the Pirates. He only threw 4 pitches to get through the 7th. He'll face the top of the order here and starts with Pete Rose. Rose 1 for 3. Fastball misses down low. 27,259 here at Forbes, and they have seen a great ball game. Rose smacks it down to third. Elliott on the backhand throws the first, and there's one away.
Now back. Herman Long.
Here's Herman Long. Long 0 for 3. Struck out his last time. He has fanned twice. Slider from Eckersley is in for a called strike. 0-1 pitch. This is down low. He's down the bunt, and that's a beauty. Elliott might as well put that one in his pocket. So Herman Long, realizing he hasn't hit a lick here today, decides to put a bunt down. And he's on with a bunt single. Nothing Elliott could do there. So now, 1 out, 1 on. Here's Perez. He's 0 for 3. Fastball misses up high. Perez rounded out his last time up. Out-of-town scoreboard. Orioles lead the Angels 5-2 in Baltimore in the 8th. Ken Williams did his 4th home run of the year for Baltimore. Yankees lead the Red Sox at Fenway 5-2. That game also in the 8th. Aaron Judge with his 9th home run of the year for the Yankees. Rafael Devers, his 5th of the year for the Sox. White Sox over the Blue Jays 2-0 in Toronto in the 8th. Red Faber throwing a gem there for Chicago. Marlins defeat the Astros 10-5 in Houston. Kid Gleason, the win for the Marlins. Roy Oswalt taking a loss in Houston. Garrett Lee, his 6th home run of the year. Cesar Cedeno, his 5th. Rays lead the Twins 1-0 in the 5th in Minnesota. Scott Shields and Jim Cott. Cott currently the AL ERA leader. Going at it in that one. He is over the Indians 5-3 in the 8th. Danny Murphy is home for Oakland. One of the Ramirez is home for the Indians. Great pitch here from Eckersley. Tony Perez kind of getting welcome to the big time here in this one. He has been carved up at the plate. 2 down. Here's George Foster. Red Sox defeat the Mets. The Rangers defeat the Mets 1-0. Phillies romp over the Expos 8-1 behind a terrific performance from Jim Bundy in Philadelphia. Complete game 4 hitter, allows 1 run, struck out 7. Cardinals defeat the Giants in St. Louis 3-2 there. Dizzy Dean improves to 3-0 for the Cardinals. consecutive Parkell homers for the Giants. He's 8 innings, 8 strikeouts, 2 runs. The defending National League champion Cubs maul the Rockies 7-0 at Wrigley behind Bill Hutchinson. Jason Jennings got knocked around in that one for Colorado. Diamondbacks lead the Braves 1-0 in the 5th in Arizona. John Smoltz and Randy Johnson, the pitching matchup there. Brewers and Dodgers will go at it later. There's a line drive in the center for a base hit. Runner will hold at second. Beaumont comes up throwing. Foster smashes a single into center field. So Bob Bescher is going to come on to run. He's running at first, actually. Herman Long, decent speed at second, although I probably still would have run Bescher at second and then let Concepcion come in for Long. Actually, you know what? I think we might do that. I remember what Concepcion's speed rating is. Oh, Concepcion's not as fast as I thought he was. Never mind. We'll leave that as it is. So now it's Eckersley against Frank McCormick. Big spot here. 2 on, 2 out, top of the 8th of a 1-1 ball game. Fastball from Eckersley. This is up high. McCormick 2 for 3 on the day, a pair of singles. Pull from there with the slider. McCormick drives that one down into the dirt. Eckersley deals. Slider down and in. 2-1 the count. Again. Curveball. Curveball, strike. It's 2-2. Crowd here forms on its feet once again. Eckersley deals. McCormick. Nubber through the hole on the right side, base hit. They're going to send Long home against Clemente's arm, but the throw is strong, but up the line, and Long scores. Clemente throws a dart to the plate, but it's up the first base line. That ball was not hit hard. A seeing eye single through the right-hand side. Clemente throws a bullet, but it's to the first base side. Long scores, and it's 2-1 Cincinnati. No, Goodman the lefty up. I know it's a pitch into the at-bat, but I don't really care much about that. We're going to let Terry Forster come in base.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Pirates.
Forster on the year 1-0 at 2.61 ERA in 10 appearances. And Forster, a big pickup for the Pirates in the offseason. Deal that sent Jake Beckley to the White Sox. Beckley has been very good for the White Sox after falling on hard times here in Pittsburgh. Forster has been terrific. This Pirates bullpen was a big reason for their struggles a year ago. Tried to remake it. Forster's a part of it. First and second, 2 outs, 1-1 the count. Fastball swung on and missed. It's 1-2. So a Frank McCormick seeing eye RBI single. Giving the Reds a 2-1 lead here in the top of the 8th. Goodman hit this one deep, but waved out. Well out in front of that one. 1-2 pitch from Forster. Goodman fouls it off. Here's the 1-2 pitch. At the knee, strike 3 on the slider, and the side is retired. But McCormick gives the Reds the lead. We head to the bottom of the 8th here at Forbes. 2-1 Cincinnati. And Clemente threw a laser, but it was a bit offline. So Soto's day is done. Charlton will come in. Charlton hasn't allowed a run yet in 8 innings of work in 7 appearances. And we talked about this Reds bullpen. They are loaded. Charlton gets the call here. Let's check out the Pirates and see how the Pirates may want to play this inning. Charlton's got to face 3. So you've got Walker. Well, Walker doesn't hit lefties well at all. So we're going to let the rookie Josh Harrison hit for Neil Walker. Start off there. Harrison banged 216, 3 homers, 5 RBI. Coming up next, let's see. We may as well deal with Porter is a lefty. Not sure if Porter will be able to hit against him lefty. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. All right, that's we're probably gonna may well end up hitting for Porter too. But for now, Charlton starts off facing the rookie Josh Harrison. First pitch, Harrison swings, slicing out to right, but Goodman has a beat on it. Harrison, first pitch swing, skies it into Goodman's glove for the first out. So that'll bring up Darryl Porter. Porter is 0 for 2. Let's check out. Who else we got? We got Marte, Gene Alley. Marte's probably your guy there. Even more so than Kendall. And Kendall can come in for Porter. Oh wow, Kendall's springing a very hot batter. I know it's not a lot of the bats. He's 7 for his first 15. You know what? We're gonna let Kendall hit. Let Kendall hit for Porter here.
Your attention, please.
Nobody else has done anything. Small sample size, but Kendall has hit the cover off the ball here in the opening month of the season. Charlton deal. It's fouled off. Oh, 1 the count. Charlton delivers. Kendall up the middle, and it's a base hit. So Kendall picks up a pinch hit, 1 out single here in the bottom of the 8th as he tries to get something going for the Pirates. Good job by Jason Kendall. So now, all right, so Glenn Wright. Wright is 0 for 2. He's been bad. I think we're going to have the Pirates empty the bench here. Gene Alley can come in for Wright later, but Marte is the better bat, even though Alley's not hitting well either at this point. So we'll let Marte hit for Wright. So in Alley, Harrison will stay in at second, Kendall will stay in at catcher. Alley can come in for Wright at short. Okay, I just want to make sure that all the spots are filled. So the Pirates will rely on Starling Marte to come in here. 190, no homer and RBI. Marte has been a very solid contributor here. Again, Charlton has to face Marte. This will be his 3rd batter. First pitch, in for a call strike. Turn the order over. Ginger Beaumont waits on deck. Ball down low. One pitch. Long on and miss. Good splitter from Charlton. The count goes to 1-2. Deals again. Marte line shot to first. McCormick snares it. Nice play, Frank McCormick. Runner dives back into the bag. Good awareness from Kendall. So now here's Beaumont. Beaumont 2 for 6 in the series. He's your leadoff guy. I'm probably not pinch hitting for him regardless of platoon situation, especially because he's having a good year. His numbers, I mean, he's much better against righties, but he's not terrible. And your only option there is to go to Elmer Smith, who's a lefty bat on the bench anyway. All right. So Beaumont will stay in here to face Charlton. Beaumont is 1 for 3. If Kendall gets a green light to go, fastball is a ball strike. Swiping a catcher, Jason Kendall certainly capable of swiping a bag. Fastball misses inside. It's 1-1. Delivered. Good splitter again. Beaumont swings over the top of it. 1-2 the count. Deal. Fastball misses up high. Stares in. From the set. Delivered. Fouled off. Deal. Swung on a miss. Charlton whips Beaumont to end the 8th. And the side is retired. Terrific work from a pumped-up Norm Charlton. We will head to the 9th here at Forbes Field. Reds clinging to a 2-1 lead in a fun duel in Pittsburgh. Just want to make sure everything goes smoothly.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. A defensive team.
Josh Harrison at second. Okay, it's not hanging.
Now playing second base.
Kendall stays in to catch him. Dean Alley should come in and shoot.
Now catching, number 22, Jason Kendall.
Marte with Alley, yes.
Now at shortstop, number 14.
Yeah, I'm glad I switched that. Just to be sure. Okay. So, we've got Colby Warm. You got a lefty on the mound. You got 3 righties coming up. All right, so if you're the Pirates.
Leading off for the Reds, the center fielder.
Colby will come in.
Number
Force
26.
his job. We'll warm up. Paul. Terrible so far. Colby hasn't been good either, but Colby has faced both divisions. Ooh. All right, well, small sample sizes and all that stuff. Colby's going to get the 3 righty back. Kent Colby, 1-1, a 7 ERA in 9 innings of work in 10 appearances. That is not what the Pirates are looking for out of Kent Colby. We'll try to start digging his way out of his early season grind here against Amos Otis. Chopper to third, Elliott. So the first, 1 pitch, 1 out.
Up next from Cincinnati, the catcher, Ray Muller.
Here's Ray Muller. Muller's 0 for 3, rounded out his last time. Sinker there from Colby is fouled off. Shot out in the gap in left center. Clark giving chase into the gap. Reels it in. Nice play, Fred Clark. As our friend Beatles noted earlier, a very solid outfield. Makes the play there. 2 away. Here's McPhee. He's 0 for 3. He'll hit for himself. A very strong second base. Defense play, and now they're protecting the lead. There see Roy Faith has joined Tom Hall out in the Pirates bullpen. either of those guys get into this game, something has either gone terribly wrong here in this inning, or the Pirates have tied the game in the bottom of the ninth. We'll find out what's in store. Ground ball there ends the inning. We head to the ninth. Clark, Clemente, and Stargell due up for the Pirates. Their last stand. Bottom of 9 at Forbes.
Your attention, please.
Here is Aroldis Chapman. A perfect 8 for 8 in save opportunities so far this year. A 1.23 ERA. He has struck out 7 in 7 1/3 and walked none. He starts off facing Fred Clark. Clark is 0 for 3.
The left fielder, Fred Clark.
Chapman starts off with gas. Fastball swung on and missed. Hey, if this Reds team could get its offense together, they would be hard to deal with. Because, man, their starters are solid, and they can protect leads with this pen. Offense is their weakness. Clark drops this one out in the left, though. It's going to fall in front of Rose. It's a lead-off single for Fred Clark to open up the bottom of the ninth. So the Pirates have their lead-off man on. Clark, lefty-lefty. I got your lefty-lefty right here. Loop base hit the other way from Clark. Fights it off. Here's Clemente. He's 0 for 3. Change up from Chapman away. Interesting call there on the first pitch. Chapman does not throw a change-up often. 1-0 pitch. Line shot, Clemente in the right. First and second. Clark holds up, but the first 2 men are on for the Pirates here in the bottom of the ninth against the Aroldis Chapman. And Clemente entered this game batting .357. Now here's the man who tied it the first time around, Willie Stargell. Stargell 2 for 3. Slider there, fools him badly. Obviously not going to sacrifice the Stargell. If you're Stargell here and you're retired, one thing you don't want to do is hit into a double play. 0-1 pitch, fastball, called strike at the belt, and it's 0-2. Chapman delivers again. Stargell ganks it hard but foul. Crowd is alive here in Pittsburgh. 0-2 pitch from Chapman. Swung on and missed. Gets Stargell with the high slider, and there's one away. Spun that slider up high, and Stargell's mad at himself. He knows it. Had a protective bit, but that one was up. And now, here's Andy Van Slyke. Van Slyke 0 for 3. Dean Alley's the only guy left on the bench. Don't have any outfielders to replace Van Slyke anyway. I'm not sure even lefty-lefty. I don't think the pinch hitting Dean Alley for Andy Van Slyke. That's ball on the outside corner. 1-1. Especially not with Van Slyke hitting 313. The runners in scoring position. 1-1 the count. Chapman deals. Van Slyke pops it, shallow left. Long goes out, makes the play. Oh, and he doubles him off. Oh, Clark got caught off the bag. Long goes ranging out for the play and quickly turns and throws. Clark gets caught napping. Clark is almost like he wants to make sure that he made it to third if that fell in and didn't get thrown out. But instead, Long catches it. They get the double play, and that's how the game ends. And Fred Clark is going to be called into kangaroo court for that one. That's a very nice play by Herman Long, but if you're Clark, you cannot get doubled up there. So the Pirates get the first 2 men on against Aroldis Chapman in the ninth. and are turned aside, and the Reds pick up the 2-1 victory here at Forbes Field. Oh, that was a fun one. Good pitchers duel. Soto and Babe Adams were both terrific. Soto improves to 2-2. Eckersley, a tough luck loss there in relief. A little seeing eye slap hit from McCormick gets the run home. So Eckersley falls to 2-2. Chapman still a perfect 9 for 9 in save opportunities on the year. Oh, my pleasure, Beatles. Glad you made it. Always appreciate you checking in. Your Buccos will be all right. This division's going to be a dogfight. It always is. This NL Central here in the FSBL is just never separated by much. Soto, 7 innings, 3 hits, 11 strikeouts. And Soto walked nobody, and that was huge for him. Eckersley allowed the 3 hits in an inning and a third. That was for dunkers and seeing eye hits, though. But that's just a tough luck way for Eckersley. He's been very good so far this year. Stargell hit the only home run of the game. But the Reds pick up the 2-1 victory here at Forbes. Thanks again to Beatles Eternally and our good friend Dwayne Martz. David Duncan was here as well. Much appreciated, fellas. And to anybody who tuned in, whether you watch live or on the old tape delay that YouTube makes so valuable. Appreciate it. Bang the like button if you haven't as of yet. Subscribe if you haven't as of yet. And most importantly, be good to each other. And we'll talk soon. The Reds take down the Pirates 2-1 at Forbes.